Paul Caneiro's wife and daughters said they are willing to testify in his defense after he was accused of burning down their New Jersey home on the same day his brother and his family were killed at a nearby mansion. A detention hearing for Caneiro is scheduled for Wednesday.He has been accused of setting the fire to his home while his wife and 2 daughters were inside. Caneiro is currently in Monmouth County Jail. On Saturday, his lawyer, Robert Honecker, told ABC News that his wife, Susan, and daughters, Marissa and Katelyn, fully support him and would be willing to testify at his hearing. He's charged with aggravated arson. If convicted, he faces a maximum of 10 years in prison. Honecker also told the New York Daily News over the weekend that he anticipates that we will call family members to indicate that Paul Caneiro, in fact, helped his family get out of their burning residence. He's maintained his innocence in regard to these charges. Monmouth County prosecutors say Caneiro set his Ocean Township home on fire while his family was inside. All safely escaped. His family fully support his defense of this charge. No evidence has been produced that suggests a reason why he would engage in such conduct. He fully expects to be vindicated when this case finally resolves, Honecker added. The fire at Caneiro's home occurred a few hours before the blaze at the Colts Neck home of his brother Keith was reported. Scroll down for video. Paul Caneiro's brother, Keith Caneiro, and his family were all found dead. Officials say all were slain before the fire. Authorities won't say if Paul Caneiro is a suspect in the slayings. Honecker, a former Monmouth County prosecutor who became a defense attorney, said that his client, Paul, was in a police station in Ocean Township when he learned of his brother's death. He is in the police station when the fire is reported, said Honecker, and he learns his brother has apparently died while in police headquarters. He got very emotional. He was devastated by the news. Keith Caneiro, 50, his wife Jennifer, 45, and their 2 children, Jesse, 11, and Sophia, 8, were found dead at their $1.5 million mansion as it went up in flames last Monday. Jennifer, Jesse, and Sophia were all stabbed to death. Keith, whose body was found on the front lawn, had been shot at least twice in the back of the head. All of the bodies were badly burned, and prosecutors said they were all victims of homicidal violence. Paul Caneiro, 51, was arrested and charged with aggravated arson for a fire that was reported at his own $670,000 home in Ocean Township around 5 a.m. on the same day. Prosecutors say Paul doused part of his home with gasoline from cans and then set it on fire while his wife and 2 adult daughters were inside. He has not been charged for the murders of his brother, sister-in-law, or niece and nephew. He has not been granted bail. It was also revealed on Thursday that Paul stayed near his home in Ocean Township until about noon on the day of his brother's death. We know he was here up until at least 12. He was in the car and our neighbor was talking to him. The kids were using his bathroom. One of his girls came over and used our bathroom, a neighbor told the Asbury Park Press. On Wednesday, hundreds of people from New Jersey's Colts Neck neighborhood gathered to honor Keith and his family who were brutally murdered in their own home. I'd be lying if I stood here and told you this was easy, Mayor J.P. Bartolomeo told the crowd as they stood on the front steps of the town hall on Wednesday night. We lost 4 really nice people from our community who I happen to be friends with, who my boys were friends with, a lot of you were friends with." Bartolomeo said the Caneiros were well known in the community, often attending their children's sporting events. Jesse played baseball, while Sophia was a cheerleader, according to NJ.com. Share this article. Share a neighbor called 911 about a fire at Keith's home, which was just 12 miles away from Paul's Ocean Township residence, at 12:38 p.m. on Monday. Keith and Paul were partners in a tech consulting firm, where Keith was the CEO and founder and Paul was the vice president. They both grew up in Brooklyn with a younger brother, Corey, who does not appear to be involved in the fires or murders. Both Paul and Keith married women from Staten Island. At Paul's wedding in 1991, Keith acted as the best man. They were also partners in a pest control company they operated from the same office. Colts Neck, where Keith lived, is a well-to-do community about 50 miles south of New York City and is home to horse farms. One woman, who owns a horse farm near Keith's home, told the Asbury Park Press that Jennifer often brought the children by to feed the horses. She said she was so nice and beautiful. Typical homes in Colts Neck are valued at about $750,000. Jennifer and Keith paid off their mortgage 2 years ago,